Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back. My name is Luigi and this is Sunless Sea. We are arrived in Fallen London. We don't have anything to hide. Awesome. At least I don't think. Gift for the Pirate King, frickin' Fred Honey. Sweet, nothing to hide. We've lost man of suspicion. Sweet. Collect messages from the Harbor Master. Let's do that. We have another free evening. Blind Bruiser would like a word again. So, souls delivered. What a propitious and encouraging occasion this is, to me again, here in this place which has been so very fortunate for us both. Allow me to shake you warmly by the hand, since you have demonstrated your unswerving commitment to fair dealing and honest conveyance. Very good. My patron will toast you. Accept the payment or refuse payment. I'm not going to refuse payment. An encouraging leer. Here is your compensation and a little fuel and a few barrels of biscuits, what a certain other captain has widely surrendered for the common good. I will take the good word to my patron, and if I am a man of my word, we will see each other again, unless a whale eats you, of course, in which case I hope you will not think poorly of me for wishing that we will not. No, I can't honestly say. If I get eaten by a whale, I honestly cannot say I will think of him poorly if he does not want to see us again. A whole bunch of fuel, more supplies, gain 200 echoes. Nice. Once more, we find ourselves here on the quayside. What we just talked, guy. What is, I suppose you might say, the lip of the well of opportunity? Let us both drink deep from this well, by which I mean my patron has a task for you. Take a payment across the ocean and bring back a little package. Agree. Of course, if you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Has the picture of him has a knife holding him. That's interesting. Refuse it now and to the blind bruiser that your debt is paid and you're done. Let's agree. You've earned enough echoes to buy better equipment for your ship. Click on the shops tab. A new engine or deck weapon would be good first purchase. Maybe. Holy crap. 1,000 echoes? Whoa. Here's the money, don't lose it. Now bring the package back here, and it is my hearty recommendation that you avoid the ungentle attentions of the excess. On account of if you return without the package, it is no interest to my patron whether you have lost it or had it taken from you. Good luck, good luck. If you return to London without an unstaffed crate of brilliant souls, before completing this task there is a risk that the blind bruiser will take offense. You've been asked to collect a package from Polythreme in the Sea of Voices. Okay. How do we get to Polythreme? I have no idea how to get to the Sea of Voices, though. Let's go to talk to the Bespectacled Admiral. Pass on the strategic information, yes. Invisible as he's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. We've gained more echoes. We've lost strategic information. That's okay. Let's turn in our port reports. Let's visit. We visited Mount Palmerston. We've gained more fuel. We've gained another favor. We no longer have a port report. We've gained 40 echoes. Submit his fact. I'm not going to do that. I want submit his unsubstantiated hearsay. I agree. It does seem impossible so many of the stories from that place do. Still, there is little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, my lord. We've gained more fuel, we've gained another favor, and we've gained paid again. Let's turn in Abbey Rock. We have new accomplishments, surveyed Abbey Rock. You've gained 1 fuel, 20 echoes, and we've gained another favor. Awesome. Now, an urchin tugs your sleeve. Governor wants a word. A brooding figure waits at the lamplight's edge. Speak to the merchant venturer. I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. He is a very speaking English, but he'll pay much better than market rates, and he won't ask how you came by these things. Okay. I will need your help. If you have made 2 requests, you can fulfill either one. 500 echoes for a particular fish corpse. This is a very fine or something savage. I imagine you need to hunt things, fierce things. 500 echoes for 7 pieces. No, not yet. We don't have that kind. I don't want to visit the tattoo parlor. Labyrinth of Tigers? Provide a rare creature. We can't do that. Purchase? No. London. We have a free evening free, so let's do that. You are unlucky. Oh well. Hire more crew. Put the ship in dry dock. A new recruit. Who awaits our attention? Someone wants to sign on. Later visits, different offers will sometimes be available. If there's more than one choice, you can choose one per visit. A brisk campaigner is a skilled doctor who increases hearts and irons. Or engage a sailor. Let's get the brisk campaigner because we can definitely afford it now. I don't have anywhere cleaner. Well, if I must do it myself, where can I find a mop? Appoint your officer by dragging her from the officer's tab to her slot at the top of the screen. Do this in port, not at sea. You may unsettle your crew. Okay, let's talk to our officers. And brisk campaigner, she's marched with armies and cured generals. Don't annoy her. Sweet. Surgeon. There. So, is there a little hint or something? Let's go to the hold. No, it's the journal we want. Abbey Rock, Mariner, Journal. Just keep off cats, Visage. Okay, this is just the places we visited. Another day, time the healer. Acquaintances. Sojourning with the sisters. Oh yeah, I did that off finally, that Hunter's Keep. Favors, lineage, memoirs, objectives. Here we go, a whole bunch of them. Find 7 strange catches or 7 hunting trophies. Tomb colonists, just precisely is their problem. Open a monstrous eel. Dreaming a scheme, he has a plan. Collecting cargo for the cheery man. Collect from Polythene and the Seam of Voices. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station, somewhere not far from home waters. Visit the named port to retrieve strategic intelligence and return it to the Admiralty. Ambition, return to a life of luxury. You can always... can we just... How much money do we need for that? Lodgings. Purchase an elegant townhouse. Ooh, we could just spend our money on the elegant townhouse. But... yeah, that's not a good idea. So I guess our next journey is across the sea. Well, let's head out. Whoops, did not want to do that. We're heading across this. Do we have is the Sea of Voices labeled anywhere or something? Isle of Cats, Reef of Roses, Visage. I think we just gotta head straight across into it. It says across the sea, so I'm presuming we just... because on that last playthrough we got teleported to the other side, and there was definitely stuff on the other side, on the far side, that southernmost island. So we have 13 fuel. If we get down to 6 and we haven't reached the far end, we'll have to turn around or find a place to buy fuel. But then we can't return to London. Hopefully we have enough. Polythreme. Just heading straight out. This is going to take a while. Because that last episode took us... that last episode took us there and back to Mount Palmerston and back. So, gets us out to here. And then to here. So we might be able to make it most of the way across in one episode. Side course only distance like the carnival stack ducks, but vaster faster the Corsair Forest. Our lookouts are watchful. Air trembles, a breath of change passes. We have something awaiting us in port. Eyes on. Oh, let's do that. We gained terror. Great. That was the stars are realigning. Actually, if we run out of food might be a bigger issue. There's a fog up ahead. This is farthest we've... well, not the farthest we've been east, but getting there. There's no islands within the Z-Bat's range. We've entered a fog bank. Our gunners struggle to see their foes. On the other hand, we're almost out of it already. No islands still. Distant bells. Why is the water here glowing? There are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. Okay, let's turn off the floodlight because there's the Phosgene Bleaks. Bony Reefs is a long way east. Here the wild air mingles with the airs of the near reaches. Rainbow's Gate, named for navigators lost above. How did his bones come below? Okay. Well, we'll at least be able to get a report out of this. Phosgene Bleaks, is that marked on the map? No, it's not. Actually, maybe it's because we're so far out. Let's zoom in a ways. Okay, yeah, these things are marked. Okay, we're getting out of the brightness now. I discovered Bonnie Reef, sorry. What is going on here? Demo Island. Don't want to go to Demo Island. We wanted to go to that place that was to the east. To the south. Did we drift north? No, we didn't. Demo Island. I guess we should have swung down that way, but... Wide emptiness. Nucio, somewhere to the north. Oops, let's mark that. See. Okay, that one's too closer, so let's head up that way. Because it's more on our way. Whoa. Nuncio as a giant statue facing the, I guess technically it'd be the sky, but the way that because we're looking to have a bird's, well, top-down view, it looks like it's staring at us. Can we dock here? What? That must be an ice. Oh, that's the icy areas. We've drifted far enough north that we're seeing ice up there. Let's turn the light off because we're close enough to land. Oh, there's the port. Figures I went the long way around it. Nuncio. Discovered Macaster Haven. Okay, that's the settlement name. It's not what we're looking for, though. And dock. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rat's eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Go to the Postman's Tavern. The sign doesn't look much. Explore along the beach or assemble a port report. Let's do that. We have a port report. Explore along the beach. See what we can get. Lock slip inside, but you keep your balance. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letter or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them. As far as you can see, in this blackness carried by powerful current. Argue with the man holding the broom. He is determined to keep shoving letters into the sea. The sea keeps shoving them back. Assist the man holding the broom. Both of you together still won't achieve anything, but maybe you'll feel better. Rescue a parcel that won't stop meowing. Extraordinarily, there aren't even any air holes. Let's save the cat. Ow, the parcel constants are not pleased to make your acquaintance. The yellow glare, a flash of claws, a distinctive odor, then a horrible animal is out of sight. You'd like to believe it will come to regret mauling you, but alas, it's likely to regard this rat-infested island as a paradise. Your left cheek will never be quite the same. Ah. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's go back to the docks. Postman's Tavern, what's this? Warmer inside than it looks, faces turning your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival. Listen on all postal tall tales. Ask why the local currency consists of rats. Ask about that big stat. Let's ask about the rats. Scarcity is not an issue. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly, or maybe just a lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late, you'll see some of the postmen making processions to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, and prayer to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd get this is a story they often tell to newcomers. Okay, what's hairless postwoman is hairless. I'm curious about the big statue now. The monumental postman. Oh, it's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the islands. Most of them don't seem troubled for more than an explanation than that. Though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all, that it used to have a different face and a more old-fashioned outfit. So either it changes through magic or someone recarved it. Let's ask about why. This is gonna ask why the hairless woman is hairless. Faux pas. No, she says. Kurt, not pleased you asked. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nuncio. The postman at the next bench to Virtue speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best not to notice. Okay, I just annoyed her. How do they occupy themselves all day? There must be dead letter office. Big building center of town, hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. I think that's all we can do there. Let's go back to the docks and try a shift to the dead letter office. Blunt Thomas talks to you around the office, a small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business, a much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted, a dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine manned, ratted by a postal rat. A Radis Faber in a Prince-type hat. It shovels sludge damp letters into the machine hopper, and they come out dried, clean, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality of paper. Interesting. Let's converse with the postal rat. Rat Lake Courtship. He tells you a long and lyrical story about an albino rat he once knew, who could do such clever things with phosphorin beetles that you would not believe it. His story is long-winded and goes on with so many tangents that by the end of it, you're not sure whether this rat was his long-lost love, or fantasy, or some bit of Radis Faber lore. How do we just work? I'll talk to him again. Cultish. The postal rat has a pair of spectacles on and is re-lettering the front of a water-damaged envelope, working over the original letters with a tiny brush and ink pot. Repairs are likely to take most afternoon. I like to think of myself as being in the resurrection business, he says, stopping to look at you serious for a minute. Where circumstances permit, taking the dead letters and making them alive again doesn't often work, but when it does, a miracle. We need calls for the postman. Let's keep on the islanders. Do you like having sticky hands? Asks the postal rat. Most people, they have sticky hands. They can't wait to clean them, yes? For a postman, an undeliverable parcel is sticky hands. Bother to you till it's fixed. The longer you serve in the post office, the worse it feels. Delivering a letter correctly is good, so not delivering it is bad. The unclean feelings get too strong, and they come here. So, are they going to ask us to deliver any letters? Converse with the postal rat. Regulations. No, that won't be permitted at all. There are strict rules about the initial handling and sorting of post. An experiment machine might exmangle the letters. It's only the dead material that is unimportant enough to be entrusted to a Radis Faber. His voice isn't bit, but he twists a coil so hard that it springs sideways out of the machine and pings off your shoe. Okay, we're trusted. Let's ask the postal rat for keys to the basement. No trouble at all. He's surprised by the request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one's ever asked for a key, but he'll cut you a new one. Just be careful in there. He'll come out if you start feeling wrong. Okay, time to go on an adventure down there. The key is warm in our pocket, deeper and deeper. You'd expected a few shelf of supplies, more files of letters, a few years older. No, it is a pit, so deep that lantern light does not show the bottom. This is going to end badly. A spiral walkway descends along its wall, and that spiral opens wider as it goes, as if you were looking through the narrow end of a very large shell. Lining this wall are shelves and nooks, unevenly sized. Some are a few inches square and contain single scrolls of papyrus. Others support crates bigger than coffins. They are made of woody fungus, grown to meet requirements. There are no marks of carpentry or any of the postal rat's handiwork. 3 turns down the spiral, you feel you can't breathe. Time to leave. You can come back later, maybe. We've gained terror, great. And current your Nuncio learned in postal secrets quality is now 5, explorer of the lower basements. We're now a basement custodian. Now let's tell about our basement findings. Troubled but not surprised, they say it's been there since before we came, before there were Londoners underneath, before there was a dead letter office, there was someone else, and they built the last layer on top of what was there before, and so on. When you press him a little further, he says, I've been down there, didn't like it much, but I wanted to test my machine. Thought I could handle some of the very old dead letters. That would be a good sign, you know. Evidence the machine is in working orders. Good, strong sorting categories, and so forth. He pauses. There's letters down there that set your hair on fire if you so much as look at them. See the bald patch on my left leg? That wasn't a machine accident. Oh no, that singed right off as soon as I put my nose into one of them letters. We're familiar with the flaming letters now. Foxfire candles, unlocked with flares. Descending the basement with flame. With mirrors. High risk, high risk. Let's try it. We've gained 15 terror, now 6. Is there any way to drop our terror levels here? No. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. We have made friends with rats, it appears. There are no islands within Seabat's range. Anyways, that was an interesting adventure. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.